the last time we spoke was or on camera at least, was the women in esports video. Um,
Yeah.
what was the reaction to that from your side? Because obviously I put out the video, but you were just a part of it, a third of it. So,
I've
uh,
heard of it, yeah.
have
I
you
mean,
had any reaction from it?
well, my reaction initially was I was very glad to be a part of it. And then while you were editing it, I was wondering, like, what the hell is taking him so long? Like, it's not a hard video to do. And then when the video came out, I was like, oh, this is what's taking him so long. So when it came out, I was obviously relieved and I was excited to see what people thought about the topic and
Hmm.
uh, the people in the video and the work that everyone has put into it.
Hmm.
So it was very interesting to see what the community had to say. And then with the Riyadh event, uh, I don't remember how much it coincided timeline wise, probably not a lot. It was a couple of months in between them, right?
I think so. It coincided with a Reddit post that happened to go out on the same day about the same thing, but
No, yeah.
I think the Riyadh announcement was a couple of months later.
Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like you anticipated it. When the video came out, you anticipated that GeoGuessr would do something stupid, and then they did something stupid. So it was like you predicted it, you know?
Um,
And that's it made it so the conversation about discrimination, potential discrimination in the geo community that had happened before,
hmm.
and then everyone was like ready to rile up when it really mattered, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I predicted anything. I don't know how much I thought was going to go into sort of decision making at GeoGuessr in terms of them accepting to go to Riyadh and all of that, but it was just a topic where I had done previous tournaments, sort of like just lower level stuff, grassroots things to get people into actually just playing tournaments back in the day, and it was just like something I'd noticed even my time then was like pretty much everyone playing was a man or a guy in some sense, sort of thing. Like I say men, but like there were probably like 14, 15 year olds playing in them as well. Um, so it was like, what can I make a video on while I'm there? What's in an important topic? And I thought that um, obviously me being black in certain circumstances can um, hinder my chances, and I know that I don't see myself in a lot of GeoGuessr representation, but there's nothing stopping me. If I wanted to, I could sit down, but it just felt like could we have that conversation around somebody else in the community? Because I think there's nothing stopping me or anyone looking like me, but is there something stopping you or somebody looking like you because of your gender? I don't know that because I'm not a woman. So I thought I'd just start the conversation, and it seems to have gone down pretty well.
Yeah, yeah, that was important, and your perspective on also being a minority in the community is also very interesting. I think you should maybe dive deep into this at some point, but I guess it would matter more if you took GeoGuessr on a more competitive level.
Yeah, like I've thought about it after the first World Cup. It was
Mm-hmm.
maybe I learn stuff because I want to be an analyst or I want to be involved in the scene a bit more. Because I've always wanted to. I've always enjoyed esports, so I wanted to get into that. But then I actually sat down to learn, and I hated every second of actually learning. It felt like school, and I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, I want to just enjoy this rather than forcing myself to have that knowledge. So then it was like I'd rather sort of just do it for the fun. So then I
Mm-hmm.
sort of gave up. So yeah, the competitive aspect for me isn't there. However, for you, you seem to enjoy the learning.
I do. enjoy the learning, but I gotta say I'm also past the competitive aspect of
Hmm.
it. I think for me, my peak of interest in actually taking it competitively was probably after like at the end of 2023, going into 2024.
Okay.
That is when the qualification process was happening for the next year and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My friends were trying to get into the majors and
Hmm.
uh, take their chances, and then in the background I was playing and I was hoping that maybe I would get a chance, but it never came,
Yeah.
and it will probably never come. And at some point I had to come to terms with this realization, and I think I finally done that. And I decided to go into a different niche. I decided to start making content, but I've only made one video, and then another video of mine that was also about Brazil. It was like in my drafts for more than a year now. It's
Hmm.
been there like since I finished the first one, and I just cannot make myself finish it. So I'm neither a competitor nor a content creator or whatever you want to
Hmm.
call it. So kind of like an identity crisis, but this is where I agree with you. Like, I just want the fun out of
Hmm.
GeoGuessr. When it starts feeling like a job or anything like that, like you're being forced to do it, like you're being forced to compete, you're being forced to learn, or you're being forced to pump out videos,
Hmm.
that's when it stops being fun.
Yes. Because I checked your videos as well, and I saw three GeoGuessr videos on there. I have no.
We don't count shorts like.
No, no. There was a Bangladesh.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There was a Brazil, and
yeah.
then yeah, there was the I think it was one involving your cat in some way because of the probably
Oh
the Riyadh stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, there was three on there, but I know you stream GeoGuessr. I know you made those sort of videos with GeoGuessr, and you don't stream or make content as you just said really around it anymore. Uh, what was the point in which you realised? Obviously, you said you enjoy it, you wanted to go into it, but what was the point in which you realised maybe you weren't going to make it, or you weren't wanting to compete?
When I started like freelancing more, I realized that I should prioritize the thing that gives me money
Hmm.
instead of the thing that could potentially give me money if I perform well enough in tournaments. And there aren't many tournaments in the GeoGuessr community anymore. Like TGS doesn't happen anymore,
Hmm.
and that was like the most regularly happening tournament of my era.
Yeah.
And then Rainbow doesn't do competitive stuff anymore. He doesn't organize anything. And then Rainbow Classics was announced. And I was invited. I didn't do too well on the seeding.
Hmm.
And even though I think I won my first match, which was streamed, the second one I lost and I was so upset. I lost in. I lost on. What was it? Fucking. Oh my god, I haven't played GeoGuessr in so long. What is the island that's like close to Mauritius? Reunion. I lost
Reunion.
on Reunion in
Yeah.
moving pinpointing. Like, I mean, you just have to quit after this, no?
was
I feel
was
like.
this before or after the Gelotris tournament,
What is the Gelotris
the
tournament?
ladies tournament? You took
Ladies.
part in that because I was definitely watching your
Rain-
screen.
Rainbow Classics was after the
Okay.
Gelotris tournament. Yeah.
So yeah, because you
Yeah.
weren't happy when you lost in that one, and
It
then you
was a
went into
streak of.
Rainbow Classics.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It was a streak of bad performances from me. Even though in Rainbow Classics I did pretty well and it was on stream
Mhm.
in the first game, and then the second game I was just way too nervous. I was playing AI generated brain, and it
Mhm.
got into my head that I just can't win, and then I just didn't win. So Props to her because it was actually like a total sweep.
It's a good player.
And then I realized I'm just not built for this. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's another tournament happening. They just announced it yesterday,
Yep.
or yeah, yesterday. Pinged in 4 different discords. I love that.
I think I was only pinged in one, or
Uh,
I've got them all muted. I don't know which one it is, but yeah.
mm, yeah, see, I'm getting you called out basically. I have my notifications on for everything. So yeah,
I.
I feel like I might as well play in that, but
Mm-hmm.
like you know what the strat is. I don't know if you read the premise of the tournament.
Yes,
Did,
I have. Yeah, it's the
yeah, so
eight teams of three or something like that. Yeah.
yes, and they like drafted randomly
Mm-hmm.
from each tier, I guess. For me, I have to do mid so that I can be like with Malfunction or AI Genbreak
Mm-hmm.
or anyone of that caliber, and then then I can win. But if I'm in tier 1, then it's not happening. It's
Sorry to the rest of
genuinely
your
just not
team.
happening. Hmm?
Sorry to the rest of your team at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I'm excited for it, but I haven't taken Geo that seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think anyone in my position would take it seriously anymore. Like competitive duels were very tiring for me, and then they added unranked duels, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
like the best thing ever.
it's the best thing.
That's just, it's the best thing
It's
ever.
the
Like
best
there's no consequences.
I'm over there watching a video on one screen, sending Brazil on Cambodia on the other screen. And I do not care. It's fine. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. It's great. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
That's done wonders to my mental. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like.
Yeah, and you can sort of practice the game modes you don't normally would play in ranked
Yeah.
in a dual setting without the fear of losing your elo, your precious elo.
I hear what you're saying, but what you're really saying is that I should play moving.
Yeah.
You possessed by the spirit of Nadia.
No, I've enjoyed moving because I enjoy being able to find information and then failing to 5k off that information that I should know rather than not
Yeah,
knowing
that's good. That's
copyright
good.
and car meta and this tree over there is only in this place. So like that's what I prefer is like the written information or
Mm-hmm.
whatever to try and so moving is good for that because I can really get frustrated with myself.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I was never too big on learning information. Your camera just like
Oh,
blinked
it,
for a
it
second.
tends to do that. It gets a
Okay.
dry lens, so it has to blink.
I see. I
Mm-hmm.
see. Yeah. I don't know about moving. Maybe I would try it. I did a couple French co-op sessions on Sweden with Crooks, on
Mm-hmm.
Alabama with Moo, and
Mm.
I think with both of them on Russia or something. I don't know. I find that fun, but all the crazy like
Mm-hmm.
game modes that you people have in La Ligue, I would
No,
not enjoy that. I don't think.
no. Have you ever tried a Guatemalan co-op?
What is that?
It's where you play like a say a community world seed, and obviously you alternate who's mapping and who's driving, uh, but the person who's driving can only communicate in the language of the country that they're
Oh,
in.
this! Oh my god! Did
Some
you
of the
play
best
this with
times.
Did you play this with Lonlo, or am I like misremembering? I
I've
feel
played
like
it
you
with a
played it
few
with someone.
people. I don't know which ones were streamed and which ones weren't.
Mm.
Um, I still remember one just sitting in a VC with Benedict and Mort, and I think Benedict is just shouting "Bassi Bassi" after saying Meru, and because he's speaking Swahili because he's in Kenya, and Bassi just means bus, and Mort's
Mm-hmm.
just trying to figure out what on earth Bassi is, and he thinks it's like it's like Yes, 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 yes. He's shouting at him rather than so they get stuck. I was sat there for like an hour and a bit, just killing
Oh my
myself.
god.
It's one of the
Ugh.
best things to witness. I don't think it's the best thing to play because you just get frustrated. But
Yeah, yeah. On either side,
hmm
you just get frustrated, but it
but
is
it
a
is
spectacle.
good. Moving on from GeoGuessr here, I think. Um, I spoke earlier about me checking your videos. I didn't realize you had a million viewed video on your channel.
I
And then
do have that.
I
I
checked
do have that.
all of them, all of your videos, and in your top three, there's also a Jon Snow edit.
Yeah.
Um, didn't realize you were such a Detroit Become Human fan.
That's actually what got me into editing.
Mhm,
Like, I had a very old, ancient PC, and then the game came out. I couldn't play it, so I just watched I watched other people play it on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good game." And keep in
mhm,
mind, I was like 16 at that time. I think it came out in 2017, probably. I don't know. Basically, I was
yep.
underage. I was bored, and I liked music, so I was like, I should do something about that.
Mhm,
And the video with 1 million views, I think it's really bad. It was, I think, probably not even fifth video that I edited in my
mhm,
entire life. It was like one of the first five or something. And I was just learning how to do things. I was learning how to cut, how to speed things up. It was very slow for me, and the PC wasn't helping. And there are so many cuts that are just extremely bad. Like a scene in the video changes, in the original video changes, and I cut it, and the scene changes. There's like a
of
one
one frame.
frame of a different
Oh.
clip or something, and it's left over in the final video or shit like this. Or I speed something up a little bit too much, and it's a little comedic and
Mhm,
unnatural, so I can't watch it back. And in that specific one, there are some good parts that like people really enjoy. I still get comments on it like every
mhm.
month, stuff like this. But I stopped wanting to acknowledge the video. I only like cared when it finally hit 1 million, and then I was like,
It's done.
GG,
Yep.
GG, it's done. I'm not thinking about this one ever again. The Jon Snow, however, I think that one is really good. I
I,
think I was proud. I was proud of it when I made it. It was still on my old ancient computer with a
mhm.
horrible monitor, so I was hooking up the TV via HDMI just to see the colors properly and shit like this. And that was also when I was obsessed with Game of Thrones when it was coming out and
Okay.
stuff. So from that, I just started doing videos about shows or movies that I liked, games that I liked. So yeah.
Yeah, no. I watched some of the Jon Snow one because I was like, I know of Game of Thrones. I've watched Game of Thrones. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really. I was like, she doesn't need another view for me on the Detroit Become Human million view one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything
Yeah.
about that to be honest. So I'll watch the Jon Snow one. I thought it was good. Are you saying it was one of? That's an early one as well, or was that a bit later on in?
It was it was a little bit later on, maybe like after 10 videos or something.
Because I
I
saw
don't
in the
know.
description you'd said color grading by me. So um, I
That's just kind of that's kind of just what everyone says
mhm,
who edits. Like
yeah.
that's just the way the description looks when you make
hmm
music videos on YouTube, basically. And then you have to say like, uh, "This is a video under fair use. I'm not actually stealing anything,"
hmm
but you are.
Yeah, yeah, you
So
are.
you are.
But
But you still type that in hopes that nothing bad
mhm.
happens to you. Yeah.
So that was the sort of beginning of your editing. Um, there was also a showreel on there about your editing showreel, about
Yeah.
trying to get work. What are you doing now? Are you editing still, or are you?
Yeah, I still edit. Actually, in the GeoGuessr community, I did a couple of videos for Bloom, Project
hmm
Bloom. I did a couple of shorts for myself. I'm working on a video for IC3P. I'm not gonna
Okay.
reveal what it is, and I'm also working on another huge project, which I also cannot speak about, but it is huge, and I know I know editors like say it every time, like, oh, this is my best video of all time,
Mhm.
but this is actually gonna be my best video of all time. Like, it's gonna be the length of a feature film. Like, put that shit on Letterboxd, I beg you. It's actually going to be the length of a feature film,
Mhm.
and currently it's currently 15 minutes long.
So it's a long way to go.
It's still some ways to go, but we have passed the halfway mark. At least
Okay.
the end is near, I would say.
So this feature film, is it would it be like a 90-minute, or is it a 2 hour
It's
epic? Or you
it's not gonna be
no
it's not gonna be a fucking Scorsese flick. It's not
three
gonna be
hours,
3 hours. It's not
please.
gonna be 3 hours. I think it's gonna be about an hour and a half. Yeah,
Okay.
90 minutes.
A nice little indie flick. Okay. But speaking
Yeah.
of, you just mentioned Letterboxd. I was on there earlier today.
Mm.
I know you're a big cinephile, a big film watcher. I think
Yes.
it's cut out your arms there on the video, unfortunate. But but you seem to, obviously, with your editing and the videos you put up on YouTube, in terms of what you've watched and what you've done and you enjoy. What are your top 4 films? What are your Letterboxd top 4?
My letterbox top four. Oh god, I've changed them 2 times this year, I think. So
Oh.
I have to remember the correct one, the latest one.
Mhm.
Well, my number one film of all time
Mhm.
has been for many years and will probably forever be La La Land.
Okay.
Uh, I've seen it like I stopped counting after a certain point, but I've seen it more than 30 times. It's probably around 37 now, something like that, if I had to guess.
Did you go
And
to a
half
drive-in and watch it?
drive-in.
Did you go to a drive-in theater movie and watch it, or was that
No,
something else?
no.
Okay. I thought I saw you just saying that, but maybe I'm mistaking you for someone else. Anyway,
It
continue.
was no. You're probably right. It wasn't a drive-in. It was a outdoor movie theater.
Oh,
They were
okay.
just projecting it on the wall of a building, and there were fucking bean bags like that one on the floor. So yeah, you probably think you're on the right thing. So I don't know. I like the director. I like Damien Chazelle. I really like his other work, Whiplash,
Mhm.
First Man, and Babylon. I think First Man gets overlooked. It's like the flick about Neil
Space.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Yes, of Ryan Gosling. I think it's great, and it is my favorite score of his. He always
Mhm.
works with one composer, Justin Hurwitz, and
Yes.
it's that as his best score. Like, there is a song on the score called The Armstrongs. It's so good. Oh my god. And then he riffs of that a couple of
Mhm.
times on the score, and every time it's like gut punching. So yeah, I really like the director, but La La Land is his best film, his most popular film, and I don't know,
Yeah.
it's just a good time. I can probably quote it word by word at this point, but
I've seen it once in the cinema.
what did you think?
Um, was I thought it was okay. Like, I'm not against a musical. I'm not against any of that. It's just it didn't sort of resonate with me.
Mm.
It I went with somebody who was doing theatre or something at uni, because I was at uni at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he was there in tears, going like, at the end, he was like, "Well, this is how I feel as I'm going through auditions and this and that." So like, it actually spoke to him and it
Mm-hmm.
impacted him. But for me, sort of like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't life changing to me. It wasn't anything like that. It was I was just um I just enjoyed it. I didn't really have anything overarching
Mm-hmm.
from it.
I
But yeah.
see. I mean,
So,
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I know a lot of people who don't like the musical aspect of it, and I also know people who felt like the story, the emotions of the story didn't work that well for them.
hmm
But I see both points, but gladly, fortunately, this it works for me, so
yeah. No,
I enjoy it.
it's all
Yeah,
subjective. So,
yeah. So I think the second film that I currently have on
hmm
my letterbox top four, I think it's I'm Still Here, if I remember right.
okay,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, um, it's a Brazilian film that came out last year. It's
okay,
about the uh, oppression from the government that a lot of people faced when there was this military junta, and about the story of one family trying to overcome the kidnapping of the father. So it really spoke to me because political films always have some sort of insane weight to them, I would
hmm
say. But the film focusing more on how the family is affected by the kidnapping of the father, and they're trying to uncover what really happened to them,
hmm
and then finding out that it was a real story based on a real family and stuff like this. It was very upsetting, I would say.
no,
Extremely upsetting.
I can understand.
And it's a very well acted movie, and it's a very well shot movie. It's extremely beautiful. Also, it's about Brazil. I love Brazil. But yeah, this film made me want to go to Rio because it was the way it was shot was so beautiful. Like, what a beautiful city.
No,
Yeah.
and I've not seen it. I can't add anything to that one.
Mm.
It's one of those where I think over the past few years I've sort of struggled to watch a lot of things. So anything that's come out in the last couple of years, I've not really been in the loop of. But
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like it's a hard hitting sort of thing. Um,
Yeah.
it's more of a just a pure drama, political drama sort of thing.
It's more of a pure drama. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the other two films.
The other two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think the third one is Booksmart.
Book
Have you
Smart.
seen Booksmart?
I'm
It's
trying to
like
remember it.
super bad, but
No.
about girls.
Yes, yes. I at least started it. I can't remember if I finished it.
I see. Well, I watched it before I watched Superbad, so maybe that was
Mm,
not the right order to go into it.
yeah.
Because once you've seen Superbad, it's like, oh, this is actually like ripping a lot of points from that film.
Mm,
But because I watched it way before I saw Superbad, and I've seen it like a couple times,
mm-hmm.
Booksmart. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's extremely funny. I think it's super funny, and I like the cast a lot. Like Jonah Hill's sister being in it is so funny, considering Jonah Hill was in
Is
Superbad.
that the main character, or is that one
The
different?
friend of the main
Oh,
character.
okay.
Uh, yeah, and then there's what is his name? Skylar Gisondo, I think. God, he's so funny. He's also in Licorice Pizza, and then he's in this fucking game called The
Mm-hmm.
Quarry. Yeah,
Okay.
he's a great actor as well. So I like Booksmart because it's funny and then it's emotional and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Maybe one day I'll move past that and I'll pick something that speaks to me a little bit more. But I'm connected to it because I watched it when I was a teen and stuff like that.
It's like a coming of age teen, and it's
Yeah,
like two girls sort of thing, sort of
yeah,
running around
two
like
two
what Superbad is to guys sort of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Two nerds who didn't
Mm-hmm.
do anything fun trying to catch up and do all the fun things on the day of their graduation, basically.
Fair.
So I was also kind of like a nerd who didn't do fun things, and I was like, yep,
Yep.
yep.
Mm-hmm. I understand
Uh,
that.
yeah. And then I think the last one is Chicago. It's also a musical. I promise I'm not like a big musical fan or anything. La La Land was the first musical I've ever watched, and then the
Mm-hmm.
second was fucking Greatest Showman, and
Oh,
then Chicago, and then Better Man. That's all. I haven't seen any more fucking musicals, I think, but Chicago is just so well directed. Have you seen Chicago?
no, never got to it.
It's like it's early 2000s movie about cabaret
Mm-hmm.
with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Renee Zellweger,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both extremely good. But Catherine Zeta-Jones is probably like the most beautiful any woman has ever looked on screen.
Okay, I'll
If
have
that
to
if that
research
if
that. I have to fact
yeah
check that one. Yep.
if that doesn't like hook you in, like
Mm-hmm. I'm hooked. Don't
something
worry.
wrong. Okay, okay. Uh, I think the songs are really, really fun, but also the way the film like steps away from a regular like movie scene
Mm-hmm.
into a dance and song number is really, it's so theater like and
Yeah.
it's so interactive. It doesn't really happen in other musicals that I've seen, but also I haven't seen many musicals, as I said. I don't know. I think it's spectacular, and I think it's a very well paced movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen One Battle After Another. It just came out, but
I
it's
heard
another
stuff
like
about it, and I was thinking about going to see it, but I haven't got to it yet.
you should see it. It's the way One Battle After Another is paced is insane. Like it's a 3 hour movie. It doesn't feel like it's 3 hours long at all. It's so incredibly well
Mm-hmm.
paced. Like it's just fucking electrifying. You just sit there and everything is happening at the same time, and you're like, wow, I don't want to breathe. I'm afraid I'll miss something or something like that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Yeah,
No.
that's my
Okay.
top four, and that's my recommendation for this year, I guess.
Thank you. Uh, me cinema wise this year, I don't remember what I've been to see. The last one I went to see was The Long Walk.
Mm.
Um,
It's also pretty recent, right? Like it came out like last
yeah,
month or something.
it came out I think it was like the week or two before One Battle After Another.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like a dystopian, uh, young adult sort of like Hunger
Yeah.
Games esque type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen King book, whatever. It was like it was good. Like there were certain things that I wasn't entirely sure, but it is quite graphic. But it's not a bad film at all. It's
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Some good acting in there. I also have um a ticket right here next to me for Odeon. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Oh wow.
Uh, I don't know if you saw. I put up a video about a my friend doing an ultra marathon. And the night before he was doing that in the morning, I was like, well, I'm in Guildford. I have nothing to do. May as well just go to the cinema. So and Mission Impossible was out, so I had a good time. I didn't quite enjoy it as much as lots of other people seem to. I think. Don't know if you enjoyed it. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have seen it. I was very excited about it. I did like a marathon
Mm-hmm. Oh
before.
yes, I think you were
Yeah.
telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a marathon watching all the movies back, and I was a little bit disappointed with the Dead Reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
So going into Final Reckoning, I was like,
Yeah.
is this gonna hold up at all, or like what? And then I liked it more than Dead Reckoning, but still, there are many films in that franchise that are much better.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a complete piece of a movie, it's not that good. It didn't work that well for me,
It
but
felt like it
it
was just
still was
playing
a
off nostalgia to me.
I guess at some points, yeah, especially
Mm-hmm.
bringing in the agent from the first movie, stuff like that. And it didn't have Rebecca Ferguson in it, so what's the point? They killed her off. Fuck off. Bro.
Yeah.
Another woman
I
who's
was
like top three most beautiful women of all time. They just kill her off like
I
fuck
was
off.
literally about to ask where she fit in your most beautiful women on screen, and you went and said it anyway. So I know where she ranks now, top 3.
I mean, easily, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I don't know who top two is. Wait, no, I know. Rachel Weisz in The Mummy
In
with
The
Brendan
Mummy,
Fraser. The Mummy, yeah.
you said Rachel Weisz, and my first thought went to The Lobster. So
She's also extremely beautiful
maybe,
there, but like
yeah.
in the Mummy, she wears those outfits that are like,
Hmm.
oof, we're like from Uncharted or something. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know. And then she's so beautiful in it. Oh my god, yeah, top two.
top 2. Speaking of obviously you editing, you loving cinema and watching all that, is there and you creating a feature length film video apparently.
Mm.
Is there any way that you would want to get into that sort of like business, like actual TV or film editing at some point in your career?
Uh, I did consider it. I looked into it when I was still like uh in the relationship with my ex-boyfriend who was Swedish.
Mm-hmm.
One of the options I considered was if I moved to Sweden, I could go to uni and do like a master's program in
Mm.
film editing, but it was extremely expensive, and then we broke up and stuff like this. So when it became apparent that I would probably not move anywhere in my lifetime,
Mm.
I just abandoned the film editing dream because Russian cinema is extremely separated from the rest of the world. Like Russian movies, you don't hear about them when you're outside of
No.
Russia, and that there is a reason for that because the quality sometimes is not on par,
Mm-hmm.
and the genres that are explored are not necessarily my type of thing. Like they're probably way more Russian comedies than anything else, and they're like
Yeah.
absurd, pretty bad, etc. And then the business of film in Russia is very closed off. Like you can only get in if you have friends in the business or even
Mm-hmm.
family. I don't know.
I mean, that's
So
the same with most like big Hollywood film stuff
I mean, I
as well.
guess yeah. So it would be hard to get into it, and then it would also be expensive having to
Mm-hmm.
do a master's program or stuff like that. I just thought to myself that it's not worth it. Like, I would not want to sit there and
Mm-hmm.
edit a film that I'm not enjoying.
No.
Yeah.
Obviously you've made content yourself. There's no way you want to make anything yourself. Um, Sort of like if you had the funds or something like that at some point, would you ever want to make anything? Because me personally, I've said I think for a couple of years or whatever, it's like I enjoy making stuff for people to watch and get entertainment from, but I also like sort of like not it relying on me, like building up other people to also help do
Mm-hmm.
that. And one of my thoughts was like, at some point in my life, I would love to make something that, even if I booked it out a cinema screen and then just gave tickets away and people came and watched, having something shown in a cinema would be like a life goal sort of thing. Is there anything like that similar to that that you would have in terms of that, or have you not really thought about that?
Well, not really to the degree of having it as a live goal or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that, but at some point this year, I considered like starting a lifestyle YouTube channel. Not really lifestyle. There's actually a show on English speaking YouTube that I really enjoy. Uh, it's like two guys in New York. They have to battle each other, like which one of them can have better breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I really enjoyed the
Okay.
format. It's really interesting to watch because they find extremely interesting joints and places to go to. They tell their stories, talk about different cuisines from all
Mm-hmm.
around the world and stuff like this. And I was really interested in cooking, I was really interested in different cuisines and stuff. And when I started cooking more, I was like, wait, maybe it would be fun to do a video kind of like that, or something kind of leaning into food as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, maybe I should record this with my boyfriend, because Moscow is also a huge city. There are
Yeah.
like bajillion different cuisines here as well, represented. Not to the same degree as New York represents the entire world, but
Yeah.
still pretty good. But we never did anything with that idea. But it's
It's
still
still there.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a film. We do have a video camera. I can edit. It's just a matter of like microphone
Mm-hmm.
and just ambition, I guess. If another idea really comes to mind, then maybe I should act on it instead of sitting on it like this and only telling you. You're the only person who's heard about this.
Oh, well, I'm sure some people listening to this would have also heard about it now. So maybe you have to do it. Maybe the people want it.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Oh, it was great talking to you. Is there anything else you want to say before I wrap this up?
Oof, that is the hardest question. Are you gonna edit this video? Like, how much time do I have to
Absolutely
think?
not.
Okay, I don't have.
I'm gonna cut the start and
I'm
I'm gonna cut the end and I'm gonna upload it.
That's great, buddy. That's great. I wish my an hour and a half long video was just like this, but no, it is not. What do I want to say? I want to say, I went to Bali last month, and I think everyone should go to Bali in their lifetime. That's what I want to say.
Well, there you have it. Thank you again, and I'm sure I'll speak to you on this channel again at some point, or maybe you'll edit my video that goes into a cinema.
If you have money, I will.